Grab the princess! Mario was attacked by a Koopa wizard and a Magnum Bill! I found myself face to face with a fire sumo! Good thing I found a magic balloon! Or is it the bagel? Balloon! It all started when Mario, the princess, and I came to Dinosaur World for a vacation. These skulls were good medicine for me! That's Mama Luigi to you! Hell, I didn't think it was so funny! Wow! Yoshi, stay here while I ring out my cap! We banished King Koopa from the Mushroom Kingdom. He found a way to escape into the Dinosaur World. Hey, where'd he go? Come back here, you scamp! When I tell you to stay, you stay! Koopa football players grabbed the princess. Unfortunately, they were heading straight for a lava waterfall! You didn't swallow that key, did you? That's Mama Luigi! To you, Mario!
I have to go to bed so soon.
Well, like they say in Brooklyn, early to bed, early to catch the worm. Or is it the bagel? Or is it fire sumo?
Tell Yoshi bedtime story now. Tell how Luigi find Yoshi and Yoshi rescue Princess.
When we got to Dome City, the place was deserted. Wow, Dolphins! Balloon!
The sweet dinosaur giving you a hard time, little brother? I'll fix him for you. King Koopa has the princess locked up in his Coney Island disco palace. Mama Luigi! I know how meatball feels. That dino twerp is eating me out of house and home.
And a Magnum Bill!
You didn't tell me you were bringing a secret weapon, Luigi.
That's Mama Luigi to you!
Dino twerp, my bro.
It all started when Mario, the princess, and I came to Dinosaur World for a vacation. These skulls were good medicine for me! That's Mama Luigi to you! Hell, I didn't think it was so funny! Wow! Yoshi, stay here while I ring out my cap! We banished King Koopa from the Mushroom Kingdom. He found a way to escape into the Dinosaur World. Hey, where'd he go? Come back here, you scamp! When I tell you to stay, you stay! Koopa football players grabbed the princess. Unfortunately, they were heading straight for a lava waterfall! You didn't swallow that key, did you? That's Mama Luigi to you, Mario!
何よ、特別料理って普通のフルーツサンドじゃない。
調理は簡単、栄養は満点。旅の料理はこれが一番なんだよ。
文句があるなら自分が作れよ。
あら、だって料理は男の仕事でしょ。
Paradise that she's born into the stage.
Taking the paradise life. Taking the paradise life.
なんかすいません。
での結晶がモンスターボールなんだ。
それを奪うだなんて。
お前に逃げたね。
こんな思い出の結晶がモンスターボールなんだ。
それを奪うだなんて。
お前に逃げたね。
こんな思い出の結晶がモンスターボールなんだ。
それを奪うだなんて。
こんな思い出の結晶がモンスターボールなんだ。
それを奪うだなんて。
こんな思い出の結晶がモンスターボールなんだ。
それを奪うだなんて。
こんな思い出の結晶がモンスターボールなんだ。
それを奪うだなんて。
こんな思い出の結晶がモンスターボールなんだ。
それを奪うだなんて。
All right, I think that's enough of that. Okay. Well, welcome everybody to the stream. And let me just get situated for a second. Why does Brock keep multiplying? I don't know. I think that scene is kind of infamous in Japanese Pokemon like community because he says like "Oh my Nigan, jane" or something like really like he's like "You're not human" and he says it like really intensely for no good reason. So people love that scene for some reason. Anyway, yeah. So we're not doing a Lucky Star stream today. We'll try to finish Lucky Star Rogaku Otosai, the episode 1 patch playthrough at some point, but not today, because today we're doing Haruhi stuff, right? So about on Tuesday, actually, we had... Why was Yutaka there then? Oh, Yutaka's here because she's my stream waiting thing. I don't know. Anyway, so on Tuesday, the fine folks over at the Haroohie Translation Club released episode 2 of the Series of Haruhi Suzumiya English translation patch. And so we're going to go check it out. Of course, as been mentioned, I found out about this translation group via the Eric Does Everything video on Haruhi Suzumiya games. And very soon after that video came, I think basically the same day, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna see if I can join this group, I guess. Or I don't remember this whole situation, but like... And so I kind of got myself involved into this group a little bit, and I was able to help them get episode 2 out the door. And they're a very fine, great group of people to work with, so yeah, we'll check out their hard work today. Though, yeah. We'll just get started. So, okay. So I didn't have time to make a custom overlay for this Haruhi game. This all came together fairly quickly. I didn't have a ton of time to prepare. So we're going to use my Moe Drill 2 overlay, but it should serve us perfectly fine in terms of making the stream look good. Yeah, I know, cool website. We have dev in chat. I mean, we have like devs in chat, and we have kind of not dev, but contributor on stream. It's all coming together. Okay. Well, no more delays. Let's just get started. Okay, so we'll go.
Sega.
Whoa, that's me on the bottom screen. On the right screen, I guess, you know. And it's a bunch of other people too. Alright. Well, I think this is meant to be seen. The screens stacked on top of each other, but oh well. So, I guess first off, sound balancing good? Is my voice not being overwhelmed by the game, or vice versa? We'll make sure about that. Also, a question to people who know: is this game like require precise touch inputs? Because I do have a drawing tablet hooked up right now, so I could like draw stuff if I need to. But you know, I just want to know in advance if I need to like worry about that. But we'll waste no time getting started, I guess. Should be good with mouse. Okay, well, I still have the drawing tablet if I need to, but good to know. Alright, well, just it's a new game, I guess. Mysterious room from which none return. Main classroom episode 1. So, of course, the patch that came out on Tuesday was for episode 2, but we haven't streamed this game before. So, and I've never played this game before, admittedly. I worked on it kind of, but didn't even play it. Wow. Fake fan, I know, but I'm trying to become a real fan, so that's what. So yeah. Anyway, let's get started. It's human nature to assume being forgetful makes someone careless. Until recently, even yours truly very much thought so. Alright, let me set that aside. There's the story I want to tell you about. It seemed like the summer was going to be long, but it was steadily drawing to a close. It goes without saying that the SOS Brigade got a lot done. But there was one innocuous detail I somehow completely forgot to mention. Miss Mikoto Misumaru, the girl we met during our incident on the luxury liner, and that white hat of hers. That's where this story started. Oh my gosh, will the cicadas shut up? Thank you. I appreciate you guys, the cicadas, for being quiet.
全てはこの春日の一言から始まった。
真夏に階段なんてクリスマスに降る雪に匹敵する取り合わせよね。あるはずのない1年10組。迷い込んだら二度とは戻ってこられない人食い教室の伝説。北高の新しい七不思議として SOS 団が調査をするわ。
だがこの時はまだ事態の深刻さを誰も理解できてはいなかった。おいおい、冗談だろ。
この学校全体の情報結合が不安定になっている。鈴宮春日の書いたエンブレムをトリガーにして。
So I remember. Wait, I'll just let it finish out. So I actually played through like the first bit of this game back before I knew about any of this. I played it in Japanese for a little bit, and I was like, "What in the world? Why does it have like vocals in this song? Like, why are they saying like add H? So what is that supposed to mean?" Does anyone know what the vocals are in that song? Well, yeah, I mean, I can understand they couldn't fit it all, right? Like I'm under the impression that this game's like length is similar-ish to Rogaku no Tosai, which is about a 40-hour length game. In that game, they compress the audio quite a bit, and it's about 900 megabytes for all the voice acting in that game. That's a fully voiced game, so yeah, no, you're not gonna fit that into an 128 megabyte cartridge for sure.
どういう意味だ。望んでいるんですよ、鈴宮さんは。目の前に幽霊が現れて本物の怪奇現象が起こることをです。
なかなかいい表情よ、みくるちゃん。SOS 団の活動記録にバッチリ残しておくわ。
鈴宮さんの意識を可能な限り他へ向けさせましょう。鈴宮さんが合宿を楽しんでいる間は事態が悪化することもないはずです。その間に我々が密かに発生した異空間を処理する。あ、いつも通りというわけですね。
なんだこりゃ。さっきはこんなものなかったぞ。
鈴宮春日の発言が異空間に対して影響を及ぼしている。
どうすりゃいいんだ、長門。
異空間を固定する特異点を全て消滅させなければならない。
俺にやれっていうのか。
大丈夫、サポートする。
マジかよ。
Wait a minute. We've seen this before. Okay, we're skipping that. Sorry, guys, but we're not watching that the second time. You know, it's really odd and bizarre actually seeing graphics associated with this text. Because, yeah, I'm working on the web late that Haroohie Translation Club uses for... You know, you just see the text and it's like, wait a minute, there's graphics associated with this. It's so bizarre.
照りつける太陽と足元を焦がすアスファルトの熱とに、まるでオーブンレンジのように上下から焼かれながらも、半ば命がけでこの駅前の喫茶店へやってきた俺に、開口一番、鈴宮春日は夏の日差しよりも突き刺さる言葉を放った。
しばらく会わないうちに気が緩んだんじゃないの？
しばらくって、俺が会わなかったのはわずか数日の話だろ。
久しぶりです、ジョン君。お元気でしたか？
ええ、元気ですよ。朝比奈さんもお変わりないようですね。
そうでもないですよ。少し日に焼けちゃいましたし。
俺の目には以前のままの透き通るような白い肌に見える。
あと、スリアさんと一緒に宿題をやったりしました。
宿題ですか。よく考えてみたら俺はほとんど手をつけてない。ああ、夏休みの宿題なんてものは残り1週間で片付けりゃ。長門、おお、珍しく声をかけてきたかと思ったら会話の弾みようもない挨拶だな。長門、お前はここしばらくは何をしてたんだ？
別に何も。
いや、何もっていくらなんでも何かあるだろ。
読書。
分かった、俺が悪かった。
皆さん相変わらずですね。
そういう小泉、お前も爽やかな笑顔を無駄に振りまくな。
お待ちしていましたよ。ほんの数日会わなかっただけなのにどこか懐かしい気がします。
俺は別に懐かしくなどない。それよりあんまりくっつくな。ただでさえ狭くて暑苦しいんだ。
全員揃ったし、早速 SOS 団の報告会を始めましょうか。
報告会だと？
家族で旅行に行ってたんでしょ？旅先で何か面白い体験しなかったの？資材漏らさず報告しなさい。
旅行ってわけじゃないんだが。
Yeah, that was something I was wondering. I was like, man, when you work on long projects like this, yeah, I mean, even with my own videos, I look back at my older videos, translation videos, I'm like, man, some of these lines are terrible. Like, why did I write it that way? Wish I could have written it differently. I kind of get that with the patch. I get a chance to rewrite it, but even then, there's some things in the patch that I'm like, yeah, I gotta go back and fix those for Rogaku no Otosai.
他の3人は知らんがな。
温泉旅館で殺人事件に巻き込まれたりしなかったっていうの？
はい。
山奥の村で恐怖の儀式を目撃して村人の謎の化け物に追われたりは？
Like in my recent Hog and Eye video, I think I have Kodoka say when he's catching a fish, he's like, "Oh, my first fish of the day," and it's like, why would you say that? Like, my first catch of the day is gonna sound like way better. Why did I write it that way?
あるわけないだろ。
相変わらずつまらない夏休みを過ごしてるわね。そんなだから未だに平団員のままなのよ。もっと広く視野を持ちなさい。
大きなお世話だ。数日ぶりにいつもの喫茶店に集まった SOS 団の面々。
Uh-oh, the cringe department was calling.
そこへか
Is
か
that was that the phone buzz?
よもやあんな事態を巻き起こすとは。この時はまだ誰も予想していなかっただろう。
Dude, you gotta answer your phone.
電話だ。
ほら、キョン、大事な会議中なのよ。
だからすまんと言っただろうが。はい、もしもし。
ああ、キョン、俺だ。
なんだ、谷口か。切るぞ。
おい、切るなよ。
目の前に自殺しようかというくらい睨んでくるやつがいるんだが。
まあいいから聞けって。お前んとこのお隣さん、いや正確には2つ隣だったか？まあいいや、とにかくご近所にコンピケンだったかがあるだろう。
ああ、あるにはあるが。
そこの連中が学校で怪奇現象に遭遇したって騒いでたらしい。
怪奇現象？なんでまた俺に連絡を取るんだ。
そういうの好きだろお前。
いや、好きなのは俺じゃなくてむしろ。
怪奇現象？ねえキョン、今確かにそう言ったわよね。
あ、しまった。やっぱり聞かれてた。
怪奇現象？信じられない話題ね。詳しく説明しなさい。
Oh, wait a minute. That's an exclamation point? For some reason, I've seen this line before, and I think it was like unnatural, phenomenal. I thought that's what she said originally. Oh, she doesn't say that. It's just an exclamation point. Unnatural, phenomenal. I guess not.
しばらく大した事件もなく気が緩んでいたのかもしれない。とにかく後に俺はこの間抜けな失言を激しく後悔することになる。
Yeah, unnaturally phenomenal mistake, for sure. That would be a line of all time if she did, yeah. So I think this is as far as I know, but I think I played a little bit more back when I played it in Japanese. So with that being said, it was the next morning. The fact is, it's summer break, yet I've come to school. Brigade Chief's orders, of course. about yesterday at the cafe. Yeah, that was one of the things that was really endearing to me when I played this game a little bit. Because I love the little guys on the top. There's like a bunch of little chibis. They're very endearing. Haruhi's ears perked up when she heard that dreaded fit raise. Unnatural phenomena. She stole my phone and after interrogating Taniguchi, tomorrow morning we'll meet at school. Bring whatever you need for staying the night. Since she ordered us to, I woke up early and began the stupidly long climb up to school. Though I'm again bringing an unwanted extra with me. Hey, sorry I'm late. Kyon, you're late. If you're late, it's the death penalty. I must have told you that already. Making your brigade chief wait under the burning sun is a serious sin. The death penalty for being just 5 minutes late? Don't you know our ancestors' great proverb, hate the sin, not the sinner? Oh yes, the chibis, they're there! Deta! They're there. Yeah, I think that's when I stopped playing. I was like, because I think I tried to like make sense of these chibis. I was like, what in the world are these chibis for? And I didn't get my answer, and the text kept going, and I was like, I can't keep reading this. And then I stopped for years. They're all able to keep up with your orders with room to spare. They're truly incredible. Even though it's morning, I feel awful for making you wait in this rather harsh sunlight. Yeah, and voice acting's gone, and it won't... I don't know how much of the game is voice acted, but I get the impression it's not that much relative to the whole game. Of course, that's directed at Asahina. While I'm at it, I'm sorry to you as well, Nagato. Okay, Kyon, prepare yourself. First, we'll drag you around the school grounds, then we'll chop your head off. Oh my gosh! Haruhi's learning from not good people, man. She needs to get off. I don't know. Koizumi, I'll let you do the execution. It would be an honor. She's chosen violence! Oh my gosh, just like Tsukasa. You call that an honor? Morning! I shouldn't do voices, I'm terrible at that. It's just sister. My, if it isn't little sister! The unwanted extra stuck its head out from behind me and gave a curve-free introduction. As soon as she heard about this, she threw a tantrum and insisted she come along. I tried everything I could think of, but I couldn't convince her to stay behind. Clinging to my leg is one thing, but she really didn't have to bite me. Oh my gosh. And well, with the bird trap strongly clamped around my leg, I rushed to meet the group at school. Besides, if my little sister's here, it seems unlikely Haruhi would do anything too absurd. I'm not going to deny I was also thinking that. Hello. Ah, Mikuru's here. My little sister, still clinging to my legs, stared in awe at Asahina's beauty. Lucky you're my sister. Were you my brother, you wouldn't wake up until summer ends. Good morning. Oh, Nagato. Good morning. It's unusual to be greeted by Nagato. I wonder if there's something she wants to tell me. We hardly talked at the cafe yesterday, after all. How has your summer break been, Nagato? Have you gone anywhere? Reading. I had no plans for outings. Is that so? Sounds good. Good grief, everyone's as usual, it seems. By the way, Kyon, what is it now? You can't use your little sister to trick me, you know. There's no excuse for your tardiness. I was hoping otherwise. Now, Miss Suzumiya. It's true that punishments and rewards are important tools for running an organization. However, you can't effectively run things using punishment alone. So in this case, perhaps we should impose a reasonable amount of labor, wouldn't you say? Nice, Koizumi, I'll use that idea. Hey now. Well, Kyung, I shouldn't. My brain always does it. Okay, never mind. You can take all of our luggage to the club room then. I like. My brain pronounces N's in Japanese like way in the back of my throat. It's like Kyung. It's just like I can't say Kyon like most people will say. I guess. Is it Kyung or Kyon? I don't know. You're telling me to take all of this? Mine, Haruhi's, Asahina's, Nagato's, Kuzumi, and my sister. That's 6 people's luggage. You're telling me to take all of that? I'll take my own. I'll also take my own. I got kyoned. Yeah. Hey, you guys don't need to hold back. Oh, whatever. Yeah, I always feel like the and yet not that in Japanese. I got taught like, oh, it's like in the back of your throat, but I always feel like I overdo it because I always go like song. Like I can't say song. I always go song. I don't know if that's correct or not, but that's just how my brain has to pronounce it now. Hold it tight, Kyung. Good grief. It's like Fushigi or like hu in Japanese. I can't pronounce it. There's no fu in my fu pronunciation. It's always hu. Why is this so heavy? What could possibly be in Haruhi's bag? How's it going? Says Vamp. I am doing fantastic. How do I say? What is it like? I don't even know that my brain doesn't know that kanji. I'm sorry. I probably do, but I don't. My brain is like forgetting. Why is this so heavy? What could possibly be in Haruhi's bag? Oh, actually, look what is that word? I probably do know it. I'm just like being silly. Ang. That's how I pronounce it. Actually, I've not. Okay, it's nobiru. Okay. Well, I mean, I didn't know that word. It's a new word for me. Hey, don't even think of peeking inside. We haven't translated far enough to find out what's in the bag. Oh man. It's a mystery. Is this one of those things where like nobody's actually played the game beyond what's been translated? Because that's how I do Rogaku and Ultasai. It's like keeps the mystery for me too. As if I'd want to look in there. What am I supposed to do if I open it and dragged it inside by a tentacle monster? Oh no. Uh-oh. I wonder. We better leave that to the imagination. Or perhaps not, actually. Okay, everyone, go put away your luggage, then we'll head straight out. When you say we'll head straight out, what do you call us out? What did you call us out here to do in the first place? I mean, we had to bring stuff for staying over for something, right? What sort of trouble is Haruhi planning this time? It certainly seems we're staying over somewhere. I want to do my best to stop this from turning into trouble. Though knowing Haruhi, it wouldn't surprise me if things go south quickly. At least let me mentally prepare first. This isn't the first time we've had a sleepover with no warning on the first day of summer. Summer break, sleepover, a natural phenomena. What do these words lead you to? Okay, Mukuru, answer. A test of courage, maybe? But I'm not so good with that kind of thing. So... what will I choose? Not sure. Nope, though I'll give you 20 points for effort, Yuki. You're next. Ghost stories. That's pretty good, but still not quite right. I'll give you 35 points, Koizumi. You're up next. This choice determines how much the Haruhi meter goes down later in the episode, so choose wisely. Well, I'm just gonna basically let the cards fall as they may as far as my choices. I wonder if it could be a mystery tour. Close, so 70 points. Now, Kyun, we've come to this far, you better get it right. Even listening to the scoring she's giving out, I don't have a clue. Incidentally, it seems the preparations she told us to bring were just for one night. On top of that, she told us to bring swimwear. Taking that into consideration... Okay, oh my gosh. So, of course I also have streamer brain of, like, the words are not processing in my head as much as they would if I was playing this game by myself. So I have no clue what to do. How about this? Let me see, where can I do that? We can do polls. We'll do polls again. Where do I do that? Okay, there we go. We'll do polls. I will allow other people to help me. You guys are gonna help me. Uh-oh, yeah, we have some people who could sabotage us. Or sabotage me, I mean... You have nothing to lose by picking a terrible option for me, but I have everything to lose. IDK, try swimming. Well, it looks like swimming's winning anyway. So we'll go with that. Are we going to have a swimming contest? No, of course not. So why did you say swimwear was essential? Just in case. We don't know where unnatural phenomena might occur after all. Like the ghost of a student who drowned in a pool, regretting their short-lived life. I'm gonna be honest, I'd be impressed if you could even make the first puzzle phase hard enough to lose. This episode's puzzle phase is pretty easy no matter what, TBH, but in later episodes it can be really difficult if the Haruhie meter is low. Well, we'll just have to see how that goes. So, I'll have to take your word for it. That sounds like you're saying that it's gonna be hard for me because, or that I picked the bad choice. We can't rule out the possibility a ghost like that might appear, can we? Don't appear, I beg of you. And with that, Kyon gets 5 points. He'd figure it out eventually anyways, just by considering the purpose of the SOS Brigade. That's only the second worst choice. Oh man. So it's also the second best choice though. First of all, explain to me what this so-called purpose is. What, you forgot already? Since it's a good opportunity, I'll explain it clearly. The purpose of the SOS Brigade is to search out the mysteries of our society. Then we get to have fun with the aliens, time travelers, sliders, and espers that we find. Then you've already accomplished that. Good for you, right? I'm trying to figure out if I'm sad that I can't say that, but it's reality. Koizumi, who worships Haruhie like a god, or Koizumi, who worships Haruhie like a god, as does the group of espers he is a part of. Part of a group that calls themselves the quote-unquote agency. According to them, Haruhie has the ability to magically realize anything she desires. For better or worse, she herself is unaware of this and can't consciously control it. They also say that she will become aware of her, that if she becomes aware of her ability, the world will end. Of course, I initially didn't believe such a dubious idea. Kyon the skeptic man. However, in spring and summer I saw more than enough evidence. Every time I see the word aliens, I think of the Mars people from Metal Slug. Wasn't Joyce Koizumi saying such odd things? The other two did as well. Nagato, the humanoid interface for contact with organic life forms. Asahina, who came from the future to observe Haruhie. They each revealed their true nature and circumstances to me. Not to mention, I was forced into experiences that left me no choice but to believe them. And after all that, there was the insane event that Haruhie caused. Though I somehow managed to clear it, like a beginner adventurer from an RPG. Thanks to that, I developed a resistance to unnatural occurrences. I don't get surprised at all anymore. With that, we'll investigate the unnatural occurrences at school until morning. Yay, a sleepover! Wait a second, Haruhie! I take back what I said before. I see, so that's how it is. What is how it is? Don't just accept what she says like that. That's how it is. Well then, let's head out at once. Good grief. So where to? The Computer Research Society, obviously. Why is the pillow still happening? You know, it's because I forgot to end the poll. That's the answer. Sorry about it. Yeah. Oh man, that's what happened. Interviews. That guy seemed to be staying over in their club room for the time being. Isn't that right, Koizumi? Quite. I've heard so too. When it comes to summer camps, we did one first, so we win. They're starting now. We're already on our second. They've been completely outpaced. This is the first time that I've heard the earlier the better applies. Wait, this is the first time I've heard that, quote unquote, the earlier the better applies to summer camps. So the Computer Research Society is sleeping over, huh? Makes you wonder what they'll be doing all night. Just looking at things on the internet? I don't really have an interest in how people spend their summer vacation. I say that, but what about the SOS Brigade? How can I justify this pain of a brigade that doesn't even explain its activities properly? That's what Suzumiya just explained, right? Good point. I probably should have recorded it for when other people ask. Oh, whatever. For the time being, I'll tell you in more detail as we go. If you got that, then let's go! Good grief. Wait, good grief. Koizumi, you've also got good grief written on your face. It's not the case, just... This time, it seems your poor choice of words is the cause. It's my fault. If you have a complaint, tell it to Taniguchi. He made the call. The computer club members are also at fault for having seen these unnatural phenomena. Sorry for butting in. What? What are you guys here for? Why, quite the greeting. Those translated graphics, yeah, they look quite good. Very impressed. Honestly, overall, I had to just say, like, the presentation of this patch is absolutely, like, it's phenomenal. So, just honestly. Didn't hear your brigade was doing activities during summer break. I'm not obliged to tell you. Besides, the SOS Brigade's activities are always impromptu. I'd say they're on a whim, but hey. I mean, like, you could probably show, like, honestly, probably basically all of this game into somebody and just say, like, oh, no, this game just came out in English, it just was always an English game, and, like, people could probably believe it. He's gonna pick his nose! Oh my gosh. It's time for gold digging. Yeah. Good question. Wasn't it supposed to be a witness investigation? I warned you that you can't try to hide anything. Confess clearly and honestly. Confess? What on earth do you think you know? I have my sources, and they know everything. That's enough. Calm down, Haruhie. What? I'm sorry about that, President. You guys are as over the top as always. I can't help but share the sentiment in that regard. We heard yesterday that you all witnessed some unnatural phenomena. Where on earth did you hear such a... It doesn't matter where. For now, just tell us everything you know. Right, I get it. Either way, I'm sure you won't leave until we do. You understand your will. It was... Who was it who saw something strange? Me. Tell them everything. Then we beg you to leave immediately. That's right. That seems to be the wisest method for us all, mutually. Well, get on with it and talk. It's mob. Every little thing you remember. Thus Haruhi's witness investigation, or rather interrogation, began. You know, I think this is actually where I stopped playing in Japanese, because I remember you can like walk around and like talk to people. It's inquiry mode. You can move Kyone by tapping where you want to go with the stylus. You can listen to what the club members have to say by tapping them. Yeah, this is what I got here, and then I was like, I couldn't be bothered to like engage with whatever this is. Then member A reminds me of man A, yeah. So man A, man B, or member A, member B. Though my favorite trend in Japanese games is still described like people with like random characteristics like ecstatic girl or like self-conscious person or whatever. Like they have these random qualifiers about a character. What is it? Do you have some business? It's not that. Somehow he seems to have a bit of an attitude. Oh, I suppose that's natural. We did steal their computer the first time we met, after all. I'm sure you're busy, but could I ask you about the unnatural phenomena? Even if I didn't want to, you guys aren't going to leave, right? Quote-unquote you guys, meaning Haruhi, of course. Ask him over there. I don't know any of the details. In other words, the president didn't witness the unnatural phenomena himself? Even though he was staying in this room with the others? Well, might as well ask the other club might as well try asking the other club members for the time being. Try asking the other club member for the time being. Well, I guess there's only one other member. Or is he not a club member? Or is that a typo? I don't know. Who knows? Is it true that you experience some unnatural phenomena? Yes, there's no mistaking it. They're talking about like one club member that saw it. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I was thinking, so. Exactly what kind of thing? It was right about this time of day. As I was walking down the hall, I felt a strange uneasiness. Uneasiness? Yeah, somehow the hallway felt longer than usual. It wasn't just in your head? In the beginning I thought so too, but then I saw it. Saw what? Class 1-10. I know it's 110, right? But okay. Class 10, but there shouldn't be more than 9 classes in year 1. Of course I know that, but it was really there. Nobody believes me when I tell them. I'm going crazy. Setting the statement's veracity aside, it's obviously seriously affected this guy. It seems best to leave it here. Okay. I wish they had more of the isometric stuff, it's so cute. Well, that's unfortunate. I was kind of not sure as to how much of this game actually did have that kind of isometric element, or if it was mostly just visual novel. Excuse me. What do you need from me? We're considering a project to add more isometric maps into the game. Oh right, yeah. I remember you like showing a whole bunch of stuff relating to that. But what do you need from me? I don't know by what, but at a glance he looks like he's being pursued. Is it because of being up all night for a few nights, or the fault of unnatural phenomena? Do you mind if I ask you some questions? I was told you encountered some paranormal activity. Indeed, I could hear it, a melody from the empty music room. You could hear it? Someone was playing the piano? I went to check right away, but no one was in the music room. So you're saying the piano was playing itself? Absolutely it was. Yes, there's no mistaking it. You could hear the sound of a piano from an empty music room, right? I'm sure my intonation on all these lines is terrible, but that's because I don't know what's coming up. Well, anything else? Yes, I have to record it. If I don't do it quickly, it won't finish. There's no hope. He's no longer got a grasp on reality. It doesn't seem like he'll tell me any more than that. Okay. Could I ask you a few questions? What is it? I'm busy right now, you know? Just for a bit. I heard you guys encountered some unnatural phenomena. Oh, that. Simply put, I'm in the middle of the night. Or in the middle of the night, I saw a bright light coming from the pool. The pool was shining? Yeah, I was just there absentmindedly. I didn't get a closer look, so I can't say concretely what it was, though. Or what it was, though. It wasn't a normal light. I can say that for sure. I don't know on what basis he determined it was not normal, though. He seemed to be quite calm, very different from the other club members. There's nothing I can do about it. Besides, I have a lot of work to do at the moment. Don't mean to be rude, but once you're finished with me, I want to get back to my work. Yes, my bad. Alright, can we... Okay, we can't... Cause they're just like random things to examine. Can we look at the computer? Guess not. I walk past Haruhi. Okay. No! I guess you can't talk, you can't see what's on the computers. Okay. Can I interact with the fan? Okay. Guess not. I just took like the game's TCRF page and also saw stuff like unused tutorial graphics and a Cryware splash screen. Cryware! Oh my gosh, Cryware appears again. Can never leave Cryware behind. Of course, as us. As all the Lucky Star games are, well, at least Rogaku and Ultasai is made heavily with Cryware stuff, so I'm fairly familiar with that. Excuse me, but could I ask you some questions? About unnatural phenomena? Yeah. Good question. The truth is, I always thought that mirror was suspicious. We actually replaced the Cryware splash screen as part of our splash screen. Wow. So Cryware stuff isn't used, or you just I guess it's unused, right? So. I mean, yeah, I had to overwrite the... What do you call it? Like, this is a work of fiction, right? I didn't have a place to put it other than that for my like splash screen, which is just some text anyway. But I always thought that mirror was suspicious. Mirror? What are you talking about? What do you mean? What? The 2 a.m. mirror? 2 a.m. 2 a.m. What? What don't you know about it? 2 a.m. mirror. Oh man, if you know, you know. For the Lucky Star guys, if you know, you know. 2 a.m. girl, mirror world. Oh my gosh, it's all coming to me. Be look at this one mirror that's somewhere in the school at 222. Okay, not quite 222, but wow, all twos. Wait a minute, what? A duplicate of yourself comes out of the mirror and changes places with you. Oh wow, they actually do something like that in Lucky Star Moidro. There's a duplicate of like Miyuki that shows up in a mirror at night, and like they go to like an alternate reality. It's kind of crazy. That story, I guess it's a common Japanese like ghost school story. Yeah, urban legends, right? Yeah. It isn't so much an encounter with unnatural phenomena as it is an urban legend. Yeah, based on Japanese folk story, yeah. Although in Lucky Star it's based off of Alice in Wonderland, more specifically, because it's like she goes into like an alternate mirror world that's like there's like a whole lot of Alice in Wonderland-y kind of stuff going on. But just the other day I found out it was the mirror in the school entrance. The entrance? How on earth did you find that out? What was it again? I heard it from someone, but I completely forgot. But I heard it from a very reliable source. Uh-oh, it's the Trust Me Bro. Trust Me Bro sources are very reliable, of course. But right. Doesn't Miyuki also encounter an evil version of herself in Moidro? Yeah. There's like an evil version of Miyuki, there's like an evil version of Konata, like this all crazy stuff. My sources, I made it the frick up. You know, sources familiar with my own thinking says that it's that I do in fact believe my own story. Well, I've heard everyone's story, but I'll just say it as it is. I want to go home right away. So I'm guessing this is like foreshadowing for all the different like episodes in the game, or at least some of them, or foreshadowing for future events in general, I guess. Might consider binging the Moe Drill series. Yeah. Let's check that out. Yeah, we'll have to see. I've been kind of like back and forth about whether or not I've been meaning to do like okay, I shouldn't announce things, but like one thing I've been considering is a director's cut version of the Moe Drill series, because admittedly there's a lot of bloat in that series. So, but yeah. I don't know. Don't count on that happening necessarily, but that's something I'm like, if I have time, I'll consider to redo the Moe Drill series, because there's a lot of weird stuff about that I wish I had done differently. But no, Moe Drill is crazy. Absolutely worth checking out if you like Lucky Star stuff. On the other hand, she's over there probably about to burst with anticipation, so I guess I'll tell her what I've learned. Alright. Can I sneak out of the classroom? I want to go home. No! Have we sufficiently investigated everyone? Of course. Then let's return to the club room and have a strategy meeting. We'll be very busy. A strategy meeting? What on earth are we going to talk about there? Well done, Miss Suzumiya. Phew. That took a surprisingly long time, right? Mikuru, could you brew some tea? When you walk past Haruhi, an exclamation mark should appear and she challenges you to a Pokemon duel. See, but if you bring up the menu, you buffer your input so that way the menu shows up at the same time, then you fly away. What ended up happening is, Mikuru no will show up and crash your game, and you'll have 128 Master Balls. You know. Sources, just trust me, bro. Yes, I'll do it right away. After almost an hour of questioning, we returned to the literary club room. As for the so-called unnatural phenomena, in total there were 4 things. According to them, they saw the impossible class 110. They heard the sound of a piano from an empty music room. In the night, the pool was shining eerily. You know, I've also heard that, I think a pool shining, like that sounds familiar to me, like Japanese folklore. Yeah, I can't remember. I get, because like, episode 4 of Rogaku and Ultasai also does like a lot of stuff with like unnatural phenomena, like 7 wonders of schools and stuff. I think they did say something about a pool shining, or like hands. I think it's like the hands that come out of the pool and drag you in or whatever. I think that's what I'm thinking of. And you shouldn't appear into the mirror in the entryway at 2:22 a.m. If you do, a perfect duplicate of yourself will appear. And if you call them on your phone at 3 a.m., then you're gonna... Uh-oh. Yeah, hands in the pool. I'm not sure. I have to look that up again, but... Or whatever, this and that. Nothing but dubious stories, however. I peered into the mirror at 2:22 a.m. Not clickbait. Almost died. What don't you like? I've investigated the 7 mysteries of the school before. Now that you mention it, I feel like you've mentioned something like that. What the members of the Computer Research Society said doesn't fit at all. It doesn't fit, as in with the 7 mysteries? Exactly. I wonder what's going on. Perhaps they've updated the stories to keep with the times. They're popular these days, remakes and such. Oh my gosh, ahead of its time, this game is. In general, it's way too cliched. It's not scary or anything at all. There's only 4. If you're gonna make up a new 7 mysteries, there's 3 missing. Unbelievable. Just like those computer guys to make something half-assed. What a horrible way of speaking. Excuse me, I brewed some tea. Thank you, Mikuru. Pleasure is mine. After responding, Haruhi fell deep into thought about something or another. Asahina placed the cup on Haruhi's desk, and then came to deliver tea to the rest of us. Kyon, here you are. Thank you very much, Asahina. I took the cup from Asahina, which was so hot it seemed likely to burn me. And Koizumi, here you go. Thank you very much. If I were to be selfish, I would have preferred a cool barley tea, but whatever. There's no way I can complain about tea Asahina made herself. My tongue is burning. And Nagato, your tea. So suave. Nagato took her hot teacup with both hands, as usual, and casually took a single sip. Isn't that hot, Nagato? It's fine. That's it. What? As soon as I realized she'd stood up, Haruhi started searching around for something. Thanks to that, I almost burned my lips on my tea. Found it! Here it is! Haruhi pulled out a dust-covered bundle of papers. What on earth is that? Dubious documents that were stored away in some university? Of course not! It's an old collection of writing from the literary club. What's that got to do with anything? I'm sure it's somewhere in here. Ignoring my question, Haruhi single-mindedly flicked through the pages. Found it! Here it is! What is it? Look, right here. The man-eating classroom. Right, the story of a classroom that once you enter, you can never leave. This surely must be about the class 1-10 that the Computer Society Research Society saw. On what basis can you make that claim? Please tell me. Now that we've all agreed on that, let's get straight to the investigation. No! Our Haruhi meter has gone down. We will now explain the Haruhi meter. The meter at the top of the screen is called the Haruhi meter. So Haruhi is distracted. Okay, we gotta be on the right and not on the left, I guess. The Haruhi meter displays how much Haruhi's focus is being diverted away from unnatural phenomena. The closer the meter is to the left, the more Haruhi is focusing on solving the mystery. In this case, when you start the puzzle phase later, the speed at which Haruhi Suzumiya approaches abnormal spaces increases. On top of that, a penalty will be added to your time limit, and the difficulty will increase. As the meter goes right, Haruhi's attention is diverted towards miscellaneous information. You will receive a bonus to your puzzle solving time, and the difficulty will decrease. Depending on future choices such as who do I do the action with, or what do I choose, the way Kyon chooses to act will have an effect on the Haruhi meter. Try to lead Haruhi to think about things other than unnatural phenomena. By doing so, you can cause the meter to move to the right side. The current Haruhi meter value is shown on the upper left on the screen. Shown on the upper screen on the left-hand side. If the meter starts heading to the left, do what you can to return it to the right. The basic technique for moving the Haruhi meter to the right is as follows. 1. Try to make Haruhi the topic of conversation as much as you can. 2. When grouping, try not to leave Haruhi on her own, and preferably have Kyon join her. Why doesn't the meter have a percentage in the tutorial image? This includes the explanation of the Haruhi meter. Once again ignoring my question, huh? Wait, Haruhi, Asahina made tea especially for you. OMG, we have the biggest Haruhie fan! Oh my gosh, we are honored to be... I mean, seriously, welcome, Gig. I don't... Great to see you. But yes, biggest Haruhie fan has arrived. Haruhie stared at me and grasped the teacup before her eyes. Glug, glug, glug. She drank it dry in one go. Not that I care, but are you also immune to hot liquids? No! Oh my gosh, we're screwing up here. Now we're sorted. Alright, let's go. Nothing I can do. Maybe I'll drink it when I get back, but it'll probably be cold by then. Hey everyone, here, hurry! Little sister, you too, come on! Coming! Annoyingly, Haruhie led the way, overflowing with motivation. Well, I guess this is as usual. Even so, ghost stories in Midsummer are such a cliché, it makes me want to cry. Well, if we just go along with Haruhie, she'll be satisfied and... No, she's not that easily flattered. We gotta distract Haruhie by doing the Henry Stickmin distraction dance! Oh my gosh. Yes! Just now I saw something outside the window. Really? What was it? It wasn't a bird or anything. It was Superman! Oh my gosh, human-sized. It's not a bird, it's not a plane. Human-sized? That's ridiculous, there's no way that could. Whoa! Ah, Kyon, what's going on? I thought I saw something. What's going on, Kyon? Nothing. Just my imagination. I understand. My eyes were just playing tricks on me. My brain heard Haruhi's ghost story and secreted a strange substance. Okay. Strange brain juices have caused this. I've got a scientific explanation. Let's go, Asahina. Haruhie will get mad if we just sit here absent-mindedly. That's true. If we were late, Suzumiya would get angry. Asahina had a curious look on her face. But she relented with a pained smile the moment she heard Haruhi's name. Well, let's follow them. Oh shoot. Inverted image plus screen shake. Things are getting serious. Huh? What's happening? I'm dizzy. Oh my gosh, they're all leaving me, all the chibis. It's not too often in life that you doubt your own eyes. And yet I experienced it twice in just a few minutes. Actually, now isn't the time for detached commentary. Is this the main building? Just a moment ago, I was in the hallway leading from the clubroom to the main building. But in an instant, I had entered the first-year hallway. And what's more, Asahina, who had been by my side, had disappeared. No, maybe it was I who had disappeared. Teleportation? Something else? Why did this happen? I have no idea. Generally, this sort of thing should be left to Koizumi. Chibi's like, screw you guys, I'm going home. Yeah, man. They kept me going. And now we just have depressed Kyon to, look depressed. And also indignant at the same time. Well, I'll head back to the clubroom building. He's just constantly sighing at our low Haruhie meter. He's disappointed in us. Yare yare. Wait. No, this is definitely this is definitely strange. No matter how much I walk, the hallway keeps going. I don't believe it. Kyon, it's because you haven't gotten 70 stars. Oh my gosh. It's basic knowledge. Once you have 70 stars, then you'll get to the end of the hallway. That's how that works. I noticed that this wasn't a normal place. Alright, I'll open the window and go outside. Crap, it's stuck. What should I do? Accelerated back hop. No, wait, it's 80 stars. It's 70 stars in am I mistaken? It's 80 stars in DS, but it's 70 in N64. Either way, yeah, just do accelerated ABHs or or BLJs. Either will work. If I keep walking, I'm gonna waste my energy. So much for my much-awaited summer vacation. Why must I feel like a hamster spinning in a wheel? I mean, we are maybe in a parallel universe. Who knows? Why would anyone want to imprison me? In such a convoluted way. No, wait. I don't know the reason or purpose, but there's only one cause. Oh, there's always only one cause. Haruhi Suzumiya. Dude, oh my gosh. Name drop. If that's the case, then maybe. I saw the classroom door by my side and... Why do the things we don't want to see appear so vividly? There it was, Haruhi's class 110 that she was looking for. And politely, the door had been left slightly ajar. What is this? Are you trying to tell me to come in? I would never open such a blatantly suspicious door under normal circumstances. However, the hallway goes on forever and the windows are stuck as if time had stopped. Only this door remains. Should I try opening it? Is that all? It's probably just that sort of thing. I reached out my hand and applied light pressure to the class 1-10 door. 110 door. It moved easily. Ah, that's it. Seems like this is the only place I can go. Hey Haruhi, this classroom really doesn't eat people, right? Please, though. We don't need classroom 4. That's definitely not something I signed up for today. Where am I? I thought I'd gone to a classroom, but there weren't any windows or anything here. Wait a minute. I know what this is. When I turned around, the door I came through was gone. It was like when I was almost killed in that classroom before. Fun fact about these inverted color backgrounds, those aren't separate graphics. The aim applies a color matrix to the images to generate that effect. Ditto for sepia, grayscale is dimmed. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, it's like there's actually, it reminds me of in Lucky Star Moe Draw. The mirror world, they have like all the backgrounds are mirrored, and they're not separate graphics either. They just mirror the graphics. Or in Lucky Star Rogaku and Otosai, they color the portraits based off of the time of day, and that's also using some color math. It was like when I was almost killed in that classroom before, but the only thing they had in common was that I didn't see a way out. So far, there didn't seem to be anything life-threatening. Instead of a woman with a knife in the room, there was just a single laptop. The hell? You want me to write an autobiography or a novel? Or is it for communication? Anyway, the only things I saw were a desk, a chair, and the laptop. After some hesitation, I reached for the laptop. Then... Don't touch that. Huh? The voice from behind me was, as usual, emotionless. But for now, it was as if the goddess of salvation had descended. Nagato! Stay away. Should I move away from it? Is this laptop dangerous? Nagato, what on earth is going on? Is this Haruhi's doing? No, I mean... Where the hell am I? I thought I was in a classroom. You are. But obviously something strange is going on here. This is a place that is out of phase with the normal space. Oh my gosh, parallel worlds confirmed. Maybe this laptop has a Trojan on it. Possibly. It's got the memes virus on it. Or it's got the you are an idiot virus. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. Not precisely, but it's not a problem for you to conceptualize it that way. How many hours to build up speed to access this parallel world? Well, seemingly only a couple minutes, I guess. Anyway, I don't want to be in this gloomy place. Any chance we can go back? The connection with the original space is not yet completely closed, but it's only a matter of time before it's severed. Frankly, I have no clue what's going on. Anyway, can we escape from this infinite hell? It's possible. Well, you can go ahead and get it over and done with then. It is not recommended. What's the problem? We can escape from this space, but we should not leave it be. The space is expanding and will soon encompass the entire school. Or even further than that. If that happens, the original space will be eroded and transformed. Will the original world become like this? I don't know the details, but it'll be a big nuisance to the neighborhood, right? No, what happened? I guess I'll just unplug that. I don't think I'll need the drawing tablet. It's causing me problems. It's like uncomfortable. I'm like holding it on my lap. Yes. Oh, okay. There we go. We're back. So shouldn't you destroy this crazy space? Is this game fully translated? When I played, it was like 10% of it. So about on the 28th of February, so this past Tuesday, episode 2 was released. So it was. So now it's like 40% translated or so. 30-40%, yeah. Forcibly eliminating erasing this space may have an impact on the original space. An impact? What kind? Details are unknown, however the extent and degree of the impact can be inferred. Wait a second, Nagato. I wish Koizumi were here to translate this into something easier to understand. But he isn't here now, so I have no idea what you're talking about. So what's your recommended solution? Make this space naturally dissolve. There's a core which forms this abnormal space. For it to dissolve naturally, it is necessary to eliminate that singularity. Can you do that? Currently impossible. Right now I'm focusing on suppressing its expansion and analyzing its cause. Your assistance is needed to bring about this illusion. Situation's that serious, huh? Alright, what do I do? Having heard my words, Nagato turned and headed to the corner of the former classroom. You want me to follow you, right? Nagato stopped in front of the cleaning supplies locker. She picked up a mop and muttered something quickly. Wipe with this. I took the mop she handed me without complaining, but... Where? Around your feet. Certainly the place to wipe with a mop is the floor. Oh my gosh, Kyone's about to wipe the floor with Nagato. Whoa. This wasn't any mop, though. It was specially made by Nagato. Kyo any golden era, Haruhie and Lucky Star, yep. There's no other way, I did as Nagato said. Yep, we're in a revived era of Haruhie and Lucky Star stuff. With this, and also, I guess my translations, right? It's all coming together. Would you like to play the tutorial for the puzzle phase? I guess I will want to play the tutorial, because I have no idea what this puzzle phase is about. No! Oh my gosh! Why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? my brain, streamer brain, I skipped it. Why'd I do that? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna lose. I'm not doing so good. I erased the singularity as instructed by Nagato. Now I know how people feel when they accidentally like delete files on their computer. Oh my gosh, or all this sort of dumb slip of the load state and I didn't save state. Yeah, I think it's not that complicated. So, but would have appreciated the tutorial. I erased the singularity as instructed by Nagato. Yeah, I don't have a save state for that. So, and I don't know if I like reset how far back I'm gonna be set. You know what? You know what? We should save a little more often, I guess. Probably a good idea. You know, probably a good idea. Haruhie, as some of the singularities were extinguished. However, some of the singularities were extinguished. Something abnormal occurred. I felt an unknown known force pull on my body. What's that supposed to mean? An unknown but known force. Is it typo or is this supposed to mean something I don't understand? Like it's known that it's a force, but it's unknown what kind of force it is. The next moment I was in the original hallway. Okay. The opponent's main body escaped. What a mess. If we had erased it just a bit, sooner it might not have gone away. You are not at fault. Do not worry. No, but is this a bad thing? Next time I will not let them escape. At a glance, she's the same as ever. However, something feels different about her. Perhaps he's frustrated with this result. Kyung! Asahina! Thank goodness you're safe. I'm glad to see you're unharmed. You seem to know what's going on here. Yes, that's correct. In the end, everyone's here except for Haruhie. This is about her, right? It started with Miss Asahina noticing that you had disappeared. You suddenly vanished before my eyes. I was really frightened. Just what happened exactly? You completely lose me when you bring up spaces and phases and the like. As you may be aware, it gives off a feeling similar to closed space. Closed space? Thing Haruhie generates when her pent-up stress overflows? Like that? So she really is the cause of this mess after all. The closed space originating from Haruhi Suzumiya is similar, but not the same. That seems to be the case. Now then, what would be a good way to explain this? Please try to make your explanation as digestible as possible. It's an outbreak of space cut off from our current plane. Perhaps it would be best to describe it as abnormal space. Furthermore, according to Miss Nagato, it seems to exist everywhere in this school. Huh? The space you wandered into is just about to reach a stabilized state. That's unexpected. So then I was in a life or death situation? Regrettably, the crisis is still ongoing. Even at this very moment, more abnormal space is breaking out within the school. When and where more classrooms will start popping up is entirely uncertain, I'm afraid. Ah, so that's what I was experiencing. Nagato, can't you do something about it with your abilities? Possible, but not recommended. Why do you say that? Currently, the data links upholding the school space are losing stability. Forced erasure could potentially generate distortions in the surrounding space. To put it simply, abruptly damming the flow of a river could be disastrous to the surrounding environment. Wouldn't you agree? It's better to have Koizumi translated into layman's terms after all. But then, what should we do? There sure doesn't seem to be an easy answer, so what would be our best bet? Identify the source of the space and eliminate it. It will then fade away naturally. So we should take the same approach as with that last abnormal space? Correct. In that case, we better act quickly. There's no time to waste. You're right, we should probably start now. That is impossible. Hey, but isn't it a bad idea to leave them alone? Pinpointing the data life form that appears to be generating abnormal space is difficult. It may be currently in motion. Or may currently be in motion. I felt the dejection of a sumo wrestler thrown out of the ring after his attack was parried. It will take some more time to identify the precise location. Well, then I'll leave that up to you, Nagato. Understood. In that case, there's only one thing we can do. And what would that be? We must do what we can to keep Miss Suzumiya away from the school. To make Miss Nagato's job easier, as well as help prevent the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario? If Miss Suzumiya witnesses this abnormal situation, there may be grave consequences. She'd probably be overjoyed. I'm afraid that's not the point. If Miss Suzumiya observes abnormal space, she will come to believe that it truly exists. A world in which abnormal space exists everywhere could become reality. The very definition of a global crisis. I couldn't brush off what Koizumi said as a mere exaggeration. A world where glowing giants rampage freely. A world where nobody else exists. I've seen all of that before with my own eyes. The last thing I want is another confusing world like that getting mass-produced. With Suzumiya, she's very enthusiastic about searching for unnatural phenomena. There are several ways to keep Miss Suzumiya away from the school. For example, arranging for something else that might capture her interest. Alternatively, making her fundamentally lose interest in this particular phenomena. Lose interest, huh? Either way, we are sorely lacking in information. For now, it may be helpful to hear more of what the computer club members have to say. That's true. I think we should split into two groups, one to distract Haruhi, and the other to gather info. This is quite a troublesome matter, isn't it? We'll also need an excuse for being short on members when we meet back up with Haruhi. We could frame Haruhi for a crime she didn't commit so she'll get arrested. Yeah, I guess that would work. Or you could just punch her, kick her right out of the school. About that, it may be fine to honestly say we went back to interview witnesses more. So then how should we do this? Okay, we better save. Wait a minute. I guess, is that... okay. Thought I did save. She might wish away the police. It's, I guess that's true. What should I do? Okay, wait. There's stuff to do now. What? Interviewing and field work. Okay. So I guess we have some choices here. I wouldn't know what to do, I guess. I'm just gonna pick fairly, randomly, I guess. You can go interview. You can go interview. You know, one with her. We'll do that. I don't know. Sure, that sounds fine enough for me. Think of it as who you want to play the scenes with. Okay, well, I mean, I have some idea as kind of how, like, these differ, right? But, alright, Indy. See you later. Alright, so we'll see where we go. What happens here. Mikuru and Kyon, and also your little sister. They say kids are good at sensing the supernatural, so I definitely want her here. Yeah, I'll do my best. This is part of why the game takes a while. There's like 16 possible scenes depending on how you allocate your group. But on an individual playthrough, you only see one. Even you, the shy girl, interview alone. You know, I didn't think about it too hard, so Flower. Honestly, I just picked randomly. All I knew is that I should be with Haruhi, I guess, right? It seems sensible. And Koizumi seems like a guy who'd be good at interviewing people. Didn't think about it too hard, to be honest. Don't try too hard, little sister. Right now, I'm desperate for a cover-up. Yes! Where should we start the investigation? Good question. Kyon, where do you think is best? Follow your intuition. If you're searching for something spiritual, how about the old building? I say, trying to steer Haruhie away from the building where the first-year classrooms are. That's stupid. Yuki and Koizumi are already over there gathering information. But I'm calling it now. The first-year rooms in the main building are totally suspicious. Just don't ask my opinion. I'm pretty sure God would sympathize if I complained about it. So on that note, let's go. A natural phenomenon will be in plain sight. I'm sure of it. In plain sight? Look what you did. Asahina is completely frightened. Unnatural phenomena! Come out here! Keep it up, little sister. Give me a break. No, seriously. The main building is huge. It'll be hard to check out the whole place, won't it? Little sister, where do you think would be suspicious? Hey, stop treating my little sister as your unnatural phenomena radar. It's fine, isn't it? What about this room? Class 1-6, huh? 6 is a nice number. It has that double number feel. Don't get overly obsessed with those delusions. They'll probably become reality. It looks kinda dark and scary. Obviously, the lights aren't on. That means you should try to 100% the game. Well, I don't know how to 100% the game, but I will try my best to see as much of the game as I can. Obviously, the lights aren't on. Let's hurry in. Come on, quickly. It's dark. Suzumiya! The atmosphere is on point. It's a perfect fit for the birthplace of unnatural phenomena. Huh? Something's moving. What is it? When I looked closer, something was gently swaying in the faint darkness. Where? Look, over there, by the window. By the window? Well, what? It's just the curtain swaying. And then a cat flies in and looks like Bill Clinton. Oh wait, that's a different anime. Curtain, is that really it? Asahina didn't even make any effort to look at the window, perhaps out of fear. She seems to have a hard time with this occult stuff. Alright, well, I'm all about that Snell life. Maybe that's not a correct word to say, but I ain't gonna cause trouble. Yeah, it's true. Seems like the air through the slightly open window is causing them to sway. The window is open? It's the work of a yokai, I'm sure of it. It's gotta be one of those window-opening yokai. I've never heard of a window-opening yokai. Don't just say whatever pops in your mind. I'm not very good with that kind of stuff. It's scary. I understand, but please don't worry. It's really just the curtain. Thank goodness. Being bad with the occult is very Asahina. Yes. Topic obtained. Well, would be nice to know what topics are, maybe if I didn't skip the tutorial. I always hear you guys talk about topics, but I'm not quite sure what a topic is. Anyway, someone must have just forgotten to close the window before going home. Although it's summer vacation, there are still various club activities and summer classes. Oh, of course, that's right. Give me a break. Just being the curtain is way too disappointing to be fair. I had high hopes for it to be a hanged ghost or something. How could you even imagine something so nasty? There's nothing strange about it. People talk about that kind of thing all the time. Basically, during the puzzle phase, you can use the topic every once in a while to slow Haruhi down. Okay. And those topics usually come with scenes. Alright. So. Alright. Sounds good. People talk about, like, the stress of having gotten bad grades leading to hanging yourself in the classroom. They're left with a grudge and unable to rest in peace, so they haunt the school. Suzumiya, please stop it! Haruhi, that's enough. You're scaring Asahina. It's rumored that nobody who sees their figure returns alive. Then how is the rumor spreading? All the eyewitnesses should be dead. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that reasoning before. That's what makes it a natural phenomenon, surely. Once again, saying whatever comes to mind. This is no good. There's nothing here but darkness. Let's look for somewhere else. There are other places we're going? It's only natural. Now then, little sister, tell us where we're going next. Let's see. Just say you want to go home. But I'm doing just fine. It's a pity you can't pick up on your brother's true intentions, little sister. Ah, right. How about the library? The library, huh? I see. Not a bad idea at all. It's right downstairs. Alright then, the library it is. You say that, but being in the middle of summer vacation, it's bound to be locked. The staff room is on the same floor, isn't it? We can just borrow the key from there. Good grief, why wish you put that vitality of yours towards something else? Maybe on helping with my summer homework or something. There's all sorts of options. We borrowed the key to the library exactly as Haruhi said, but... Hey, Haruhi. What is it? Be honest with me, how did you get the library key? I just told him I was going to borrow it and did. It's like not what I imagined when I had been doing the TL. You know, that's kind of true for me too whenever I again, like, it just text on the screen to me. It's like, wait a minute, there's characters that move around and there's backgrounds? Oh my gosh. Yeah, my mental image is very different from what this game is like. From who? Geez, this one episode alone looks like it has more branching dialogue paths than the entirety of the Lucky Star universe. Yeah, probably also the entirety of Boys and Girls, or Girls and Boy Leap Through Time as well. Yeah. I'm so glad that Rogaku and Ultasai is not a game that, like, diverges too much, because, oh my gosh, imagine the people who have to watch my videos, and it's like, oh, sorry guys, for the next 20 parts, it's gonna be the same scene, but slightly different. Actually, Haganai kind of has to deal with that a little bit. Haganai, there's a couple parts where it's like, for the next 8 parts, it's gonna be accompanying a different character to the bathroom. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, this is a game you definitely need to translate via a patch and not via videos. That'd be a disaster. Unless you just, like, basically lift up your hands and go like, I'm not translating the whole game, sorry, through video format. That's not what the general public would call getting permission. I guess if you do that, you end up like Let's Play Haruhi and have like 400 parts. This place is also dark. Should we turn on the lights? Where's the switch? Endless 8 the bathroom trip. It honestly felt a little bit like that, but I was like, I just grinded through all like those parts in one day. So I was like, I'm not gonna let the Haganai fans like rest in limbo for like 3 months while they have to watch different bathroom scenes. It's like, no. A little less than 40k dialogue lines, yeah. So Rogaku no Tosai is 27,000 actually, like 27,000. So talking about how dark it is and it's literally white outside. Everything's okay, I'm right here beside you. Even so, this darkness is seriously unsettling. It's a behemoth far away the largest Haruhi game. So this is the creepiness of an empty school building, huh? Ah! What's wrong? Just now, the window is rattling. It's a poltergeist. Poltergeist? It was the grudge of an evil spirit that made it rattle. It's just the wind, you know. You have no imagination. That's completely unacceptable as a member of our brigade. It was the grudge of an evil spirit? I can say with certainty that it's not. I'll prove it to you once the summer camp ends. Okay. She looks utterly terrified. Meanwhile, Haruhi has the nerve to cheerfully enjoy her little paranormal search. Looks like I should do something about this. Okay, well, we'll put this one up to a poll. How about it? Calm Haruhi. Alright, seems Calm Haruhi's gonna win. Alright, and I will remember to end the poll. Hey Haruhi, if you scare Asahina too much, it'll get in the way of the investigation. I know, but having a scaredy cat with me makes me want to rise to the expectations. I don't think anyone's expecting anything of you. What about you? Isn't there anything you're afraid of? Me? Of course there isn't. I'm the SOS Brigade Chief, you know. Time Rizma. I'm not sure what you mean by that. This must be some word I'm not familiar with. Is this some Europeanism? I'm the SOS Brigade Chief, you know. Or maybe it's just a word I'm not familiar with. Is there really nothing you're certain? There's nothing, I can assure you of that. Well, I suppose even fresh internet slang. Man. Well, I have never heard of it. Oh, charisma. Oh, okay. I suppose even you saw the enormous celestial, you were relatively calm. When Koizumi showed me, it kind of spooked me a little. Yes! We are increasing. 2 topics. It doesn't seem like any of the library books have a lead about Class 110. It doesn't seem like the spirits or any of those kind of phenomena will show up either. Sorry about that, Haru-nyan. You didn't do anything wrong. It's the unnatural phenomena's fault for not showing up. Right, let's keep exploring a bit longer. It's starting to get a little fun. I'm getting sick of it. It would at least be good to let Asahina return to the club room. Asahina? Yeah. She's like this just from me calling out to her a little. She's absolutely terrified. You have my sympathy, Asahina. Yes, meter's almost full. Again, yes. Maybe we should head for the art room next. This place is very suspicious. Hey, give us a break. No, seriously. We all met back up with Haruhi once again. So in the end, nobody was able to get any conclusive data? Wait, 100, okay. Yes, we're back to full. We're gonna need it, because, as much as... Yeah, because, I don't know what to do. I'm not gonna know what to do, so... I'm sure it's not that bad, but it's like... You know, it's like, until I know... You know, I'm gonna be monka-essing a little bit about those moments. Haruhi said, looking like she was sitting at 120% on the discomfort index. Incidentally, that nobody includes you too, Haruhi. What were you all doing? This isn't just good. This just isn't good enough. The SOS Brigade is better than this. Haruhie appeared to be angry that we hadn't produced any significant results. Oh my gosh! No! But hey, it's not like I don't understand how she feels. It's true that we weren't able to get any new leads or information at all. Was there some way I was able to, like... Or does this game just sometimes punish you just cuz? Or is it like if you had picked the perfect group, they would have found out something? I wanted to find something that might dissuade Haruhie somehow. Geez, why won't you show up already? Reveal yourself, man-eating classroom. Don't go kicking all the walls just because the phenomenon you're looking for won't show up. Why not? There could be a hidden door somewhere, right? So I'm simply investigating. From my perspective, it just looks like she's taking out her frustration on the walls. It told you in the Haruhie tutorial, tut-tut. The last meter increase only happens if you send Kyon with Haruhie, otherwise you get a small meter decrease if you send someone with Haruhie, or a large meter decrease if she was alone. Okay. Don't be shy, I'll give you to the count of 3. 2, 1, go! Haruhie's kicks were so aggressive, they left a clear imprint from her school shoes. I don't like where this is going. Same here, I'm just praying she doesn't cause any property damage. No, that's not what I mean. I'm referring to Mr. Suzumiya's emotional state. Don't tell me you've forgotten. When frustration builds up within her, closed space or whatever starts bubbling up, putting the whole world in danger, right? Indeed, I'm sure you recall the figure of those celestials. To be honest, I wish I could forget. Memories can be troublesome things. Is that how critical things have gotten? Most likely, yes, but I'm afraid. But if you're looking for a concrete analysis, decrease if she was alone, meters neutral. She wasn't. Yeah, it seems like this game's got all sorts of complexity. Like, if you do this, then this happens. If you do this, then that happens. And, so much to keep track of. I'm just glad. Again, glad Roro Gakuen Ultrasai is like, if you do this, you only have to be worried about like one stat that goes up in ways that are it doesn't even go down, it always just goes up. Pick this choice, it goes up, and then like everything branches back nicely, it's all easy to handle. You're looking for a concrete analysis I'm afraid I can't provide. Which means there's only one person here who's able to accurately grasp the situation. What's the status, Nagato? The space is proceeding to further destabilize. I'm tripping over myself talking. We must quickly respond. Even if we need to hurry, it's too tricky in this situation. I have no idea what we should... What? What are you talking about? Haruhie suddenly stuck her nose in. We're discussing who's gonna wipe clean the wall you stamped your dirt onto. Well, that's boring. Talk about something more constructive. Like how to get the man-eating classroom to appear. Maybe you need a living sacrifice. She said something terrifying again. That's right, you probably need a human sacrifice. And only beautiful girls get swallowed up. Saying so, Haruhi's gaze turned towards Asahina. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What is it? Why are you looking at me? Yep, Mikuru is more than good enough to be an exceptional sacrifice. A sacrifice? Or maybe we could use Kyon's little sister. Oh, what? Is something up? Don't elect my little sister as a sacrifice like you own her. For one thing, the Computer Society member who claimed to witness it is a guy. I've never heard of any beautiful girls in the Computer Research Society. That's why he didn't get sacrificed. He's lucky he was only a witness. Mikuru, little sister, come over here for a second. Okay, sure. Really? For just a second, right? Whoa. Is this okay? If Haruhi is dead set on an idea, it's not uncommon for it to become reality. Dangerous. We have to convince Haruhi that Class 110 doesn't exist by any means necessary. At this point, should I just try to fool her with some random made-up story? Those guys have been exhausted from pulling all-nighters. They were just seeing things. It would be far too easy if all it took was something like that. Well, there's nothing to gain from sitting here worrying about it, so I'll just give it a shot. I'll tell her that 110 doesn't exist. That it's all just a big misunderstanding. Hey, Haruhi. Just a moment, please. We need to pull a Mandela effect on Haruhi. So you see, it's actually the Berenstain Bears. Berenstain. Koizumi stopped me with his arm as I began to call out. What is it all of a sudden? It'd be wise for you to reconsider. What? Persuading her with words is not a viable strategy right now. If not now, then what? Or what? If not now, then when? An adult died in prison, so 110 can't be real. I don't think it's a matter of timing. Most likely, Miss Suzumiya. You need me for something, Koizumi? Did you find a lead? Bad timing. Haruhi's back. The sacrifice strategy is no good after all. We have to think of some other method. Like breaking the wall with a pickaxe or something. Your suggestions have only gotten more absurd. Seriously, those computer society guys weren't just lying to us, were they? Based on their behavior, they certainly didn't look like they were lying. But that's just because they were terrified of Haruhi. We have a history with them after all. So sorry. Dude, if we get a creeper, oh man, you know, we could blow up the walls and reveal the man-eating classroom. That's right, their club president was trembling with fear just like my little sis. What? Hey, what's wrong? Kyon, I have to go to the bathroom. What? I may be your big brother, but I don't know what to do if you say that all of a sudden. You're asking me to accompany you to the uncharted territory of the women's restroom? I have a creeper aggroed in preparation. I've been holding it in for so long. Bathroom! I get it, just hold it for a little longer. I can't hold it. Looks like we have no choice then. I'll take you there. I don't suppose you know where the bathrooms are, huh? Come on, I'll go with you. Haruhi? I'm gonna have a go at the computer society while we're at it. Okay, let's go, little sister. Yep. Haruhi left with my sister. Phew! That was scary. Leaving behind Asahina, who was nearly offered as a sacrificed earlier. I think my mind is not mistaking me. That does seem like a typo. So, not to be nitpicky about it, but I'm just I don't think my mind deceives me on that one. User is disconnected from the server. Yes, true. So, you were saying? I was saying... Don't play dumb, why did you stop me earlier? You didn't finish telling me. Ah, so I did. Do pardon my rudeness. I was merely wondering, is Miss Suzumiya actually the type to be easily persuaded by others? What do you mean? Tapis was so tired he just imagined 110. You know, he's a typo. You know, you could blame everything on my streamer brain. I have... Strikeout didn't work. Yeah, I don't know. I guess YouTube doesn't have strikeout. Or I think it does. I'm not sure. Maybe, I don't know. I couldn't say. Although we've only known each other for a bit, I've been analyzing her in my own way. If I had to say, she may be the type that likes to solve everything by herself. Well, that might be true. If that's so, wouldn't imposing our own conclusions on her have the opposite effect? Observing her own evidence, assembling her deductions, and being led to her conclusions. Only by doing so herself would Miss Suzumiya be fully convinced, don't you think? Don't be so long-winded. In short, she'll reject any opinions that aren't her own, right? I don't have the nerve to assert it so confidently, I'm afraid. After all, I'm quite a timid person. You have quite the nerve to say something you know isn't true. About that, couldn't the reverse also happen? Asahina jumped in unexpectedly. The reverse? What would that mean? Like if we were to guide her to a conclusion that would convince her, maybe. I was just considering the same thing. As long as she's convinced, that's all that matters, even if, for example, we trick her. Dangle the glimmering carrot of evidence in front of her face, huh? I suppose that's also one method to consider. One method to consider. Nagato, what do you think? Surely you at least have an opinion. Haruhi Suzumiya's decision is on the conclusion. Our decision is the conclusion. The process does not matter. Therefore, guidance is effective. In other words, Nagato has the same view as Koizumi and Asahina. Arranging clues at every turn in order to guide Miss Suzumiya's deduction. Most likely it will require quite a bit of team play, wouldn't you say? I agree, we can't accomplish much on our own. Cooperation is paramount. Alright, so if we take that line of action, what should we start with? Information sharing is a maximum priority. It is essential that all members know the countermeasure. That's right, let's share any clues we find while investigating. Something that I don't know, someone else might know. We quickly exchange all the information we had with each other. Alright. B plus A equals T, you know, the good old BAT formula. I learned it in high school. You know. Alright, what are we doing here? Okay, so it's like I just look, it's like I guess just the results of what happened, I guess, where you have fun facts here. Okay, wait, so let me understand what is, so I guess, okay. So it's like okay, I don't know. I'm too tired, I'm too scatterbrained to know what to say. But this is like a results screen, I guess. Okay, so what accident caused a delay? Caused delay, move speed up. Caused delay, okay. So these are our topics. Okay. Understood, I'll do my best to lead Suzumiya. Thanks, I really appreciate it. For the time being, our goal has been set, though I'm still concerned about the situation. We haven't encountered any major problems yet, but you never know. Nagato, have you figured out the location of the data life form, or whatever it's called? Not yet. More time is required to pinpoint its coordinates. What kind of data life form could this be that even Miss Nagato's methods can't pinpoint it? You sound like you doubt its existence, even though Nagato just confirmed it. Could it have already gone back to its own world? That is improbable. Traces of the subject are constantly being identified. It's probably just really good at hiding. As usual, the situation is less than ideal. And we can't say that Miss Suzumiya's mental state is looking good either. I was just contacted by my associates. But a suspicious organization Koizumi operates under. The agency, right? It's not quite severe enough that This must be some long book. Yeah, I was wondering. I was waiting for those fun facts to show up. It's not quite severe enough that the closed space is sprouting up yet, but it's only a matter of time. I mean, you can only type 200 characters in a YouTube chat message, so must be queuing up several messages. Seems like things are only getting worse. We have no choice but to make a continuous effort to keep Miss Suzumiya occupied. As per the aforementioned plan, we'll also have to grab her attention with other things. Yeah, I guess. 8 trips to the bathroom, yeah. All with different people. It's a huge pain, but with the world at stake, what other option do we have? When I phrase it like that, it makes it sound like heroes saving the planet. So why don't I feel heroic in the absolute least? Huh, Haruhie? Good grief. Then in accordance with our guide-by-the-hand strategy, we'll leave Miss Suzumiya, because we have no other choice. If we did, it'd be along the lines of dragging her out of the building by force. Of course, there would still be fear of worsening Haruhi's mood. There are optimal and worse groups for every selection group. Alright, that's our first fun fact, I guess? Or is that just... Okay. Of course, there would still be fear of worsening Haruhi's mood. Ah, what a pain. For Route A, the best possible route is Koizumi and Mikuru. Worst group is Nagato alone. It shouldn't be long before these two are finished. Let's go meet up with them. I can hear it already. Waiting outside of the girls' bathroom. You're the worst! It's okay, I'm sure everything will work out. Asahina admirably went out of her way to encourage me with her smile. Well then, it's about time we head off, don't you think? You guys go on ahead. I'm gonna clean the wall that Haruhie stained with her shoes. Do you mind if I stay and help you, Kyon? No, there's absolutely no need. Just the sentiment alone was enough. Thanks for healing my heart, Asahina. I will go ahead. Nagato walked off, followed by Koizumi and Asahina. Well then, I'd better get rid of these marks. Not that I'm a guardian or a personal janitor or anything like that. Where's something to wipe with? Huh? I guess that was a strange sensation you might refer to as feeling a presence. Excuse me? What I saw when I looked over my shoulder, it was certainly unexpected. But at the same time... Ha 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 ha. What are you laughing about? Same time, I feel like I knew this was coming. Oh my gosh, they're both laughing. What's so funny? Standing there was the long-haired girl I saw walking past the window before. Wait, is that actually... Couldn't it just be a look-alike? Please tell me I'm wrong, but isn't she an actual spirit? The possibility isn't zero. If Haruhie really wanted it, even ghosts could surely turn up. Who are you? Those words I had barely managed to get out were swallowed up by the ensuing silence. What is this feeling? It's like all the hairs on my body are standing on end. The air feels unduly cold, even though it's the middle of summer. Sorry for fax delay. No worries. The air feels unduly cold even though it's the middle of summer. Huh? In that moment, the girl who hadn't moved a muscle suddenly beckoned to me with her hand. That movement like branches swaying in the wind. For a mere moment, I was captivated. Huh? Alright, is this gonna be puzzle time? It was an unbelievable sight. Hey, you're kidding, right? This isn't that a normal space, is it? That 110 classroom that Nagato rescued me from earlier. She sent me to the Shadow Realm. Oh no. Surely I will be passed away. Seriously, it's happening again. I instinctively scanned around and it was just as I expected. No doors in sight. Only these featureless walls conjured to separate me from the outside world. As if they'd always been there since long ago. Calm down, just cool your head. What might have caused me to end up here? Was it that long-haired girl that sent me here? What is she exactly? Some spirit that Haruhi created? Or maybe some kind of data life form? Not that it matters, but getting trapped in suspicious classrooms like this repeatedly. Bitter memories of when Roko Asakura tried to kill me float back to the surface. I don't think so, but could someone be aiming to kill me this time as well? If they are, I can't afford to waste any time. Huh? At that moment, something entered my field of vision. A laptop? In the center of the classroom, a singular laptop had been left running. There could be one last time, or there was one the last time I came here too. Could this be the data lifeform's main body? Oh! This could be dangerous. Wait, no, it's definitely dangerous. Let's assume that this really is Class 110. What was it that Haruhi kept calling it again? She gave it some considerably ominous nickname, I'm sure of it. The man-eating classroom. In other words, if I don't do something about this, am I going to be eaten alive? This is bad. Seriously bad. What did she have in mind when she thought up this man-eating classroom anyways? Honestly, it's far too sinister. I don't even want to know. Hey, is there anyone outside? Nagato, Koizumi, Asahina! I went back and forth against the wall, or back and forth across the wall, hitting it in search of an exit, but to no avail. Until finally... Whoa, 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 whoa! A giant mouth emerged from the classroom's blackboard, bearing countless fangs. And I just see like green goop coming out of his mouth. You've got to be kidding, Haruhi. What should I do? What can I do? How did I get out of this last time? Try to remember. Come on, brain, try to remember. The mop! I need to wipe away that horrific giant mouth of a mop. I mean, I think an eraser would be a little more useful, but... I don't know. I ran to the locker house and the cleaning equipment and took out a mop. Just like before, carefully bringing the head of the mop closer to the blackboard. What? The mop was easily snatched up by the fangs and snapped like a twig. As if it couldn't get any worse, that big mouth is only getting bigger. While I'm at it, it looks like it's inching closer and closer to me as well. Yeah, what sort of person? Yeah, I was like, is this some sort of thing I'm just not understanding? It's like a mop to clean up a blackboard is sort of weird. Damn, what do I do? What do I do? This laptop is clearly suspicious. But even so, there's no way of knowing what I'm supposed to do with it. Maybe I should just destroy it? Or maybe I can enter some kind of password. Alright, guys. PASSWORD. Yes! Or, ABC123. Don't tell me you're here just so I can write my last will and testament. With my back pressed against the wall, I scowled at the blackboard's impending mouth. The mop is useless. There's no exit, and as a bonus, I'm about to be devoured alive. What on earth should I... move? A voice came from behind me. Nagato, is that you? Nagato! A crack ran across the wall, splitting it wide open with the sound of shattering glass. What emerged from the crack was... We made it in time. Looks like you're completely unscathed. Nagato, and Koizumi too! This is another perilous situation indeed. I see. It certainly is a man-eating classroom. Now's not the time to chat. If three of us don't get out of here fast, we're all done for. Impossible. Huh? Behind Nagato, the broken wall was reconstructed with an almighty force. Nagato and Koizumi joined the server. Yep. What in the world? There was a great likelihood that we wouldn't have time to deal with it from the outside. Wouldn't have time. The data life form is trying to increase its existence probability in this space. In other words, our lives are in danger as long as we're in here? Yes. So what are you guys planning to do about it now that you're in here with me? Use this. Saying so, Nagato once again handed me a mop. I just tried that, but it was completely useless. Without appended attribute data, it's only a mop. So you're telling me this is more than just a mop now? Yes. Use this to destroy the singularities keeping the space stabilized. You want me to clean up again? Or you want to play cleanup again? At such a critical moment? Yes. You can see that blackboard too, right, Nagato? I can see it. It's not a major obstacle. With her usual nonchalance, Nagato held out her hand in front of the blackboard. In that moment, the blackboard snapped back to its original form with tremendous force. Meanwhile, she's just reading a book in the chibi form. I will restrain it, so do it now. Right, I got it. If I just get this done, everything will be fine. If worst comes to worst, I'll become a real spirit and haunt you at night, Haruhi. Alright. Oh, we get a save, thank you. Personally, I'm holding out for an opportunity to do the puzzle time. But we've gone for 2 hours, so... Once we do puzzle time, we'll probably call it quits for now. Oh yes, puzzle time! Yes! We're probably close to the end then. Well, end of the stream, I mean, not end of the episode. Oh my gosh, we get like almost like 8 minutes of extra time. Alright, it's time to go. Event. Okay, well, I'm not sure what's up with that, but you might want to do it slowly so you can use topics. E. Alright, well. Not sure what, okay. A accident E event, opportunity for using a topic. Alright, well, let's see what happens. Okay. So just walk around or whatever. Click on your feet. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna guess this doesn't... I've searched this then, right? Like... Okay. Walk to the center, then tap Nagato. Okay, well, I guess I'll just, use this one. Suzumiya. Huh? What is it, Mikuru? Why did you suddenly call out to me? Just spit it out if there's something you want to say and cut to the chase already. It's just... What are the qualifications to become Brigade Chief? Huh? What? Is that maybe a weird thing to ask? So you're looking to become Brigade Chief. That's a surprisingly bold thing for you to say, Mikuru. No, it's not like that. It's fine, I'll tell you. In episode 1, there are a bunch of topics for the other characters that are unused because only Mikuru can be with Haruhi. That's kind of interesting. Fine, I'll tell you. You will? In order to become the SOS Brigade's illustrious chief, you must... First, you must defeat me. Defeat you? Of course. In ancient Rome, becoming the new emperor meant overthrowing the previous one. Huh? The SOS Brigade works the same way. The Haruhi topics aren't unused. You keep the Haruhi topics throughout the game. So if you don't use them in episode 1, you can use them in later episodes. Alright. Only those whose strength have tested myself are worthy of becoming the next brigade chief. In those episodes, you can have other people accompany her in the later episodes. Man, we're getting some fact dumps. With that said, I'll accept your challenge anytime, Mikuru. I don't particularly want... Oh yeah, call Koizumi and Yuki over and we'll have a tournament. Nah, I'm just messing with you. The status of SOS Brigade Chief is a unique and irreplaceable way of life. Of course, I understand what you mean. Okay, so we got some extra time. So I can like... These are like... Okay, like... Is like the exclamation parts mean I'm getting close to like okay. Use a magnifying glass to search a spot as I for a singularity. Okay, well, I'm gonna guess this was useless. I just wasted it. Yeah, that's fine. So I can search a spot with the magnifying glass. Didn't do anything. It was like it means there's one in the 3x3 grid around, so it means there's two. Okay, I'm sure like once I kind of okay, I find a thumbtack. Oh, okay. Oh, it's like white bit. Okay. Okay, I think I get it now. Hopefully. Fortunately, I was never very good at Minesweeper. No. Okay. Come on, Mikuru, let's hurry. But we're not allowed to run in the hallway. The wonders of the world won't just sit still and wait for us. Maybe some people do. Well, people who didn't do the tutorial maybe need all the time. And people who have streamer brain, yeah, maybe they need all the time. You know, it's always this thing where it's like... Yeah. Oh man. I'm sucking so hard. Okay, let me brain focus here. So, okay, I checked there, right? Oh my gosh, what am I doing? There we go. Okay, so I'm doing a little. I think I get it now. Hopefully. Okay, so if not, my brain. Sure. I'm really not good with scary stories and that sort of stuff. Oh, well, that's perfectly alright. Fine, right then. Huh? Right. This is the perfect opportunity to conquer your fears. Eh? Things are only scary if you think they're scary. Ghosts and monsters, they haunt those who fear them. In other words, it's all about having a fighting spirit. Watching you figure out this game is giving me a lot. Hey, Eric! Actually, skipped the tutorial as well. Ah, yes! We have some, Oh my gosh, my brain is struggling over these words. But yeah, great to see you, Eric. Not to mention, even though we weren't able to touch or see or touch them, they're allowed to screw with us however they please. How unfair is that? But I'm sure that if we just have confidence, everything will work out somehow. Are you sure that's gonna work? Completely, there's not a doubt in my mind. Okay, okay. Alright, check here. I probably already checked here because I'm like... Oh no, I guess I didn't. Okay, okay. No, there we go. Okay, I think I'm figuring it out. Last one, okay. Can I search? Can I search here? There we go. Or am I not supposed? I guess. Oh, you're the president, right? It's the brigade chief. Say, you haven't noticed any strange happenings, have you? Strange happenings? Well, there was a lot of noise coming from the other end of the hallway. What?
まずいな、こりゃ。なんとか間に合ったな。
Alright, we did it! Somehow that clear gives me very, like, Sega vibes. Feels very Sonic-y. Not sure why, it just feels that way to me. I started using Nagata's mop to erase the singularities, just as I did before. Yeah, oh my gosh, we got a new world record! Please be as quick as you can. Miss Suzumiya will return before long. How do you get a perfect? Yeah, I get it. What would Haruhi see if she came back now? An empty hallway? The entrance to class 110? Technically, you don't need to get all the singularities to clear. Okay, what's the clear condition then? Seriously, if she came in here, what would become of the world? I absolutely cannot. There's a goal number of singularities that's less than the total number on the board. So you just like run out of time. Man. I guess that's like for later in the game where maybe it's hard to find all of them. There's like a quota you need to set in the bottom left during the puzzle. Absolutely cannot accept a world where such strange things are normal. Or even worse, the destruction of the world, right? I put force into my mopping arm while thinking about that. Not that I have any idea if mopping with strength even makes a difference. Episode 4 is really hard. Yeah, I could imagine it could get hard later on. if you have like a big area, and they're hidden pretty well. Not that I have any idea if mopping with strength even makes a difference. So I continue sweeping around the classroom. I can only wonder how much time passed. I was mopping so frantically that I had lost any sense of time. I lost count of how many singularities I erased, but just as I finished one of them... Whoa! I was overwhelmed by blinding light and dizziness, and suddenly thrown into the hallway. I lost my sense of orientation and balance in the sheer immediacy of it. As soon as I noticed, there was a hard linoleum corridor before my eyes. Ouch. You know, linoleum is probably a word I have not pronounced. Actually, that's not true. I was about to say, it's like, that's a word I haven't said in years, probably. But, like, I probably have said it recently, but... It's one of those rare words. Are the two of you unhurt? Do I look unhurt to you? It would appear that you are just fine. Yeah, exactly. If there were a problem... Linoleum is a word I had never said. Well... any time could be your first time to say the word linoleum, I guess. If there were a problem, it would be that my nose hurts like death. Linoleum floors. You're saving your first. I mean, I have like, you know, I've used it in the context of like linoleum flooring too, like, but I guess it's just not a word I think about very much. If there were a problem, it would be my nose hurts like death, or something as trivial as slight dizziness. Good grief, that was quite the experience. Oh right, where's Nagato? Here. Linoleum chloride? What even is that? I mean, my apartment's floors are also mostly linoleum too, but I guess I just don't think of it. I just call it wood, even though it's not really wood, but like, you know. It's like fake wood. It's good enough for me. Unlike me, it seems she didn't burst out into the hallway like an idiot. Are you hurt anywhere? Paint? Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was like sodium chloride joke. Aren't you at all worried about me? It means the world to me to see you looking so well. Yes, fortunately. Yeah, by the way, what happened? This is the normal place, right? We do seem to be in the original space, isn't that correct, Miss Nagato? Yes, the original space and time. Abnormal space was destroyed. It seems that somehow we were thrown out of that abnormal space when it disappeared. Is it safe to essentially assume we're in the clear? It certainly seems so for the time being. What are you all doing? Haruhi? What are you doing just sitting in the hallway? Plus your nose. Huh? You've got a nosebleed. Oh my gosh, he's got that Hanaji. What? I wet my finger on my nose and there was blood, just as Haruhi said. Uh-oh. Is this some hentai Hanaji? What were you doing? That's disgusting. He's been staring at Ponsu. Haruhi squinted her eyes with me at suspicion. But wait, you're misunderstanding! Oh my gosh. Unbelievable, this is why you're... Listen to me, I beg you. How would you stand up before you start grumbling about this and that? Right. The chibis definitely have a predefined order that's automatically adhered to when they enter-exit. No, he was thinking about Haruhi in a bunny suit. Well, did you end up finding the man-eating classroom? Well, that's... There's no way I can tell her the truth. On the other hand, it doesn't look like Haruhi will be satisfied with nothing. Hello, how did it go? Unfortunately, we got nothing. What? You could plainly see her complexion changing. Us as well. We carried out the most thorough investigation we could, but unfortunately there were few clues to be found. Rather, it's highly unlikely that there were any clues for us to find in the first place. The fact little sister doesn't have a chibi makes it seem like everyone's pretending she's there. Rather, it's highly unlikely that there were any clues for us to find in the first place. What do you mean by that, Koizumi? For example, what if this was a mere mistake or misunderstanding? To begin with, there's only a single person who claimed to have seen Class 110. The Computer Research Society member, huh? Indeed, we're not in a comfortable position to disprove. They had them in the game and don't have walk cycles, so you couldn't add them to the top screen. Funny face. And that's unfortunate. The event occurred only within his head, don't you think? What are you trying to say exactly? If he were confused or misguided, it wouldn't be surprising that no trace of evidence was left behind. It's certainly a sound argument, but how dare you put it so bluntly? I thought you said I wasn't in Haruhi's nature to be persuaded by words alone. Well, certainly you have a point. Mikuru, what do you think? Huh? Me? I guess so. It could be like that, I think. No, now's the time to be more assertive, please, Asuna. Now that you mention it, they've been pulling all-nighters here for a while, right? What about it? Maybe they started having weird hallucinations due to the lack of sleep. Humans instinctively try to escape from painful or difficult things. Seeing things or hearing things are prime examples of that, don't you think? Phantom Classroom sounds perfectly emblematic of escaping from reality to me. Looks like she's not quite buying it. Say, Nagato, don't you think that kind of hallucination is fairly normal? I was handing you over to an Nagato mistake. Staring at monitors for extended time periods causes strain on the eyeball and optic nerve. Haruhi gets the least convincing explanation because you didn't get any main topics. Man. That's right, exactly. Those guys have been on computers the whole time, right? With all these factors in mind, the misunderstanding theory makes a lot of sense, right? With Nagato's great assist coming out of left field, I press for Haruhi's verdict. I guess, that could be right. Phew. It's a pretty poor explanation, but she seems to be somewhat convinced. Yume ochi desu. For goodness sake, hallucinating from tiredness, I've had enough of false alarms. I'd better barge in on the Computer Society and have a go at them. If you really want to pour salt on their tired wounds, I can't stop you. Why don't you do it when they're in a better condition, though? What are you talking about? Striking your enemy when they're weak is basic strategy. My apologies, Computer Society. I hope you don't mind taking one for the whole piece here. You look rather tired. Because I am rather tired. I need to find the right timing to put an end to the summer camp. Looks like this is going to be an unforgettable summer, in both good and bad ways. For now, I'm going to go cheer myself up by complaining to the Computer Society. I won't be satisfied until I've given them a piece of my mind. Yeah, that same thought went through my mind. Unforgettable. Oh my gosh. Yep. I won't be satisfied until I've given them a piece of my mind. So said a wide-eyed Haruhi as she left off towards the clubroom building. Hey, wait! I'm coming too! Good grief. Miraculously, Haruhi has left. Looks like I can relax for the time being. It looks like everyone had a rough time. Indeed, it was quite the struggle. Koizumi, what did you even do that classifies as a struggle? At least I didn't see you do anything particularly helpful. I was able to use my abilities in that space, although to a limited capacity. I was blocking off anything from the abnormal space that might interfere with you. Mikuri looks like she's trying to cross her eyes with her finger. Yeah. That illustration in general looks kind of a little odd to me. I'm like, oh god, little sister may hear Haruhi dropping expletives. I totally didn't notice. I wonder, could there have been blades of light flying towards me? Like that time before when I was attacked by a classmate? I'll just give you my thanks for now. If we're offering thanks, then to the others as well. Everyone put in a distinguished effort. He's absolutely right. If it weren't for everyone here, who knows what we'd have done. Asahina and Nagato, thank you for doing such a fine job. No, not at all. Compared to everyone else, all I did was talk with Suzumiya. No, that's exactly what I mean. I can't imagine how hard it must have been. But I suppose that's just another aspect of Asahina's charm. Well then, shall we go pay a visit to the Computer Society as well? I guess so. Alright, the tea should be getting cold right now, right? I can brew some more. Asahina said so with a smile on her face. Nothing like tea after hard work, right? Wait, what's wrong, Nagato? We have not yet dealt with the source. Nagato was holding the laptop we got from inside the classroom. So that thing is the main body of a data lifeform after all. Memory card point. No. Huh? In this device is one part of a data lifeform with limited functionality. The main body is still out there somewhere. Nagato gave a simple nod. We thought we defeated the final boss, but it turns out it was only a mini-boss. It seems we've been faced with some RPG trope so overplayed it's tiresome. It appears to be in our best interest to deal with it quickly. Let's start immediately. I'll go keep Suzumiya company. There's no need, the main body is here. Nagato held out her other hand, within which was a thin flab the size of a postage stamp. Disc 1 final boss trope. Is that a memory card? Yes, a possession of the Computer Research Society president. Yeah, I was actually quite... I don't know what you said, like... I guess I never had to deal with games that had Disc 1, Disc 2, or at least not, like, PlayStation, like, RPGs or whatever. So I never had an RPG for the PlayStation, oddly enough. Although I did have Riven, right? Or was it? No, not Riven. Yeah, Riven. Riven had multiple discs on PC. Pinching the memory card between my fingers, I held it up to my eyes. Goes without saying, but it looks very much like a normal memory card. The main body of the data lifeform sleeps within. What do you mean, sleeps? Its functions are partitioned and it has self-compressed and suspended. Compressed and suspended, in other words, it wasn't active as a lifeform? I mean, okay, I'm adding question marks. In other words, it wasn't active as a lifeform. So that's why even Nagato couldn't find it at first. Yes. So then, what are the functions you said it partitioned? The ability to create potential space. So it can do that, huh? I guess that's what the mysterious space was. All it did was generate that nuisance of a room, so what was it trying to accomplish? The data lifeform needed more information for its evolution process. In order to support that, it transferred to a device with a greater storage capacity. But a laptop has more storage than a memory card, right? By invading a device that can more easily transmit, it has more chances to propagate. Oh my gosh, it's like a virus. I suppose reaching a desktop computer would certainly be more comfortable than a laptop. Whoa, oh my gosh. We're on the same wavelength. Just like a virus, don't you think? If it gained the ability to connect to the internet and perpetuate its evolution, it probably could have been able to spread throughout the entire world. But what? That would have been a disaster. For sure, if we had left it alone, it would have eventually made its way to Haruhi. If that happened, the world truly would have found itself in a crisis. What should we do now? For the time being, we should do something about this memory card, right? Yes. In order to delete its contents digitally, we'd need to temporarily connect it to a computer. But if it's a virus, won't it affect the physical deletion will suffice? So you're saying we can just bend it with pliers or burn it in an incinerator? If we don't wish for Miss Suzumiya to notice, we'll need to wait for another opportunity. You really want me to just carry around something this dangerous? We need to destroy it ASAP, don't you think? Put an end to Haruhi's curiosity. Otherwise, she'll say she wants to know the contents and bring it to the computer society. Here. Right. I placed the memory card in Nagoto's palm. And just like that, it crumpled away into dust. The memory card had been completely destroyed in the palm of Nagoto's hand. Oh, that's finally all sorted out. There shouldn't be any more strange girls appearing. Or classroom entrapments for that matter, right? Excuse me. Is there something more? What's this mop doing here? If you're done using it, you should put it away, you know? Oh, it's probably best you don't touch that. Huh? Is there something special about it? Indeed there is. It's a special mop made by Miss Nagoto for use in abnormal space. Its attributes were intended to affect wave functions, lowering existence probability. What? That's dangerous. That's really dangerous, isn't it? Without question, we should have disposed of it right away. I used such a dangerous thing? Well, I don't really get the theory behind it anyway. I see. Well, a practical way to explain it would be through Schrodinger's cat. What on earth is that? Say that you have a box containing a cat, radium, and a poison gas. Gas will only release it plus the alpha particles, which may be emitted by the radium. The emission of said particles only occurs occasionally, however. So then after some time passes, you open the lid of the box. Is the cat dead or alive? If any of those particles have been emitted, then it's dead, otherwise it's alive, right? Only the outcome is important here. Is it dead or alive? It's beach volleyball, guys. Dead or alive beach volleyball, that's the answer. Exactly, that's what a wave function is. Until we observe, the outcome is unknown. It's in a state where either case is possible. We can assume the chance to be 50-50, but what if it had leaned further in one direction? Let's say we increase the probability of a favorable outcome, or perhaps made an unfavorable outcome less likely. Is that even possible? It would seem so. In this case, the chance of a normal space existing was increased. But likewise, Miss Nagoto's enhanced mop reduced that possibility. Chibi-kun getting bored out by this lesson. Chibi-kun looks like he's always bored by everything. In fact, there's a person very close to us who is unconsciously capable of such feats. Haruhi, huh? That's right, as long as she wishes for the cat to live. It wouldn't matter how long you leave it in the box. The cat would still be alive, right? With star space ordering, I can increase the probability of having a helicopter. On the contrary, it would probably have turned into something other than a cat, maybe even grown wings. Her head's filled with fantasies. She should really become a magician or something. Sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Miss Asahina, is the technique for your time travel science or magic? It's probably classified information, but it's not anything like magic. It's exactly as Nagoto said. Then what about you, Nagoto? Science or magic? Humans label hidden knowledge and things they don't understand as a cult. When you say a cult, yeah, I thought there was something a little weird about those, like, I wasn't quite sure if that was just how I was supposed to look or not. When you say a cult, you mean ghost stories and urban legends, right? People will react to things they don't understand with fear and apprehension. That's why. Certainly seems that way. Even the mop that just rolled in front of me is an unknown. I don't know if it's a pinnacle of scientific theory or if it houses some magical energy. So what is it then? Anything wiped by this mop sees a reduction in the probability of its existence. It could perhaps, no, it truly does stop things from coming into existence. Isn't that right, Miss Nagoto? Yes. So it's a magic mop that can embrace anything. for a mop. This really seems to be something quite terrifying. It's nothing like that homing mode baseball bat. This is some next level insanity. Makoto, please, could you hurry up and get rid of this disturbing thing? Understood. Good grief. Well, I guess everything's finally settled. Oh my gosh. The room I'm streaming from is like... it's getting so dark because it was like sunset. I need to turn on the lights, man. It's unbearable. It's like pitch black in this room now. Alright, I'm back. Alright, anyway, Haruhi should be satisfied with that. Right. It's unfortunate, but I don't think it'll go so smoothly. What do you mean, Koizumi? Oh wait, it's got voice acting again.
まあ、考えてもみてください。コンピ犬の方々が遭遇したという怪現象はあと3つあります。鈴宮さんのことです。このまま何事もなくとはいかないでしょう。
なんてこった。小泉の言うことには何ら異論の余地がない。それどころか俺の経験から来る勘ってやつが激しく警告を発している。
Wait, does that mean we're actually like we're at the end of the episode, or?
こんなものはまだ序の口だと。長門、一つ確認したいんだが。
何？
その情報生命体とやらはまだ他にもいるのか？
Wow, I guess most of the length comes from the optional stuff. I was expecting it to be like longer. I was like thinking, oh, we're gonna be here for like 3 or so streams just to get through episode 1.
存在する。現在確認可能な個体数が。
いや、言わなくていい。危うく聞きたくもない答えが返ってくるところだった。
It was like episode 1 of like, I guess it's decently similar length, right? It takes about like episode 1 of Rogaku no Otosai is like 3 or 4 hours about, so I guess we're similar length-ish.
これは個人的な意見なのですが、3回で済めばまだマシな方かと。
いつまで待たせるのよ、キョン。
春日。
言っておくけど、私はこれっぽっちも満足してないわ。
I don't even know if they made cartridges that big, or did they? I only know I think 512 megabytes maybe per DS was like the biggest I think was ever reasonably made. You would definitely need like 3DS size cartridges where it's like 2 gigabytes or 1 gigabyte. At least 1 gigabyte you probably need about to fully voice a game like this, I'd imagine. 256 megabytes? Yeah, that sounds, it's like either that or 512. My Rogaku and Ultra Set videos are 7 hours in combined length. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's like all the routes, right? I'm trying to think about like, I'm not sure how long this is if you do everything. I guess it'd probably be maybe, would it be about 7 hours as well? If you were to like do all of the variants, I guess. I'm not sure. But yeah, Rogaku and Ultra Set episode 1 is like 7 hours if you do everything.
だいたい私が欲しいのは新七不思議にふさわしい階段なの。みんな三流ミステリーみたいな結末だったらいっそない方がマシよ。わかったらさっさと行くわよ。
なんてこった。春日のやつ満足するどころか余計に火がついちまってるときた。
Yeah, I thought I heard 512. I'm not sure what game that is. Maybe one of the maybe like Pokemon Black 2, White 2 would be the game that used up the whole 512. Not sure.
小泉君、次は？
は 宮さん、時間的に音楽室のピアノの件がちょうど良いかと。
じゃあそれに決定ね。今度こそバッチリこの目で本物の怪奇現象を拝んでやるわ。
If you fast forward through scenes you've already seen, I wonder how long it takes to see all of episode 1. I'm not sure. I guess it's hard for me to say. Maybe the 7 hours of like Roll Gakuen Ultra Size, like it's comparable. Maybe it would be about 7 hours. Like I couldn't really say. Extras. Okay, well.
上書きしていいの？
We're certainly done for the main story right now. We're certainly done with that. We're not doing episode 2 right now.
誰もいない音楽室。
Okay, how do I get out of here? How do I get out? Do you just reset the game? I guess that's.
セガ。
Guess we're gonna just reset the game. Select. Oh man, I tried every button except for that button. Or I guess I didn't try any. I just tried start. Maybe I'm just anyway.
鈴宮春日の直
I'll
列。
remember to do select next time.
これでいいのか？
All right, extra mode. So I can. 5 out of 510. Yep, I can see what you're saying. There's a ton of them. %4 completion log. Oh my gosh. Character EDs. Did you see some? Is it like they? I don't know. I guess they're gonna. Character EDs makes me think like different characters can sing the ending of the game, like the ending song. It's like that in Haganai PSP. Like you can get like different characters singing the credits music based off of what ending you get. All right. There's special scenes that are unlocked somehow. You're not sure exactly how. Is it like, when you say unlocked somehow, is it like you just don't know, or is it like people in general don't know? Because there's some stuff in Moedro which I might need to reverse engineer one day. Because there's like several unlockables in Moedro that are like nobody knows how to get them. And they're just presumed to not exist, like they're just not unlockable. You're sure someone knows? I mean, it might be worth looking to see if there's like a Japanese like koraku sites or wikis based off of. Because like because I've been to like these like koraku like wiki sites, and like for Moedro, they're like. We have no clue how to unlock these, and there's like several like CGs, several like special moves. It's like, how do you unlock it? Who knows? it's driven me crazy. Well, we got quite a bit of these CGs. You know you can get them with a cheat code, so it's definitely lockable somehow. I think nobody has a cheat code for the Moedro stuff. But the Moedro stuff, like they have all the graphics there, like it's all there, seemingly, so. Found out the codes for debug stuff in Puzzle and Action Treasure Hunt Saturn port on the Japanese side of the internet. Yeah. You know what's odd about the Moedro? I keep repeating this because it's just like the one thing that's like been haunting me. Is that there's like random references on the Chinese side of the internet about the Moedro stuff. It's the weirdest thing. Like I've heard people describe like they talk about playing Moedro as if they've like unlocked these these special moves, like they have them that nobody else knows how to get them. It's like, what in the world? But some random Chinese website like talks about it. It's insane. All right, well, where's it? Anyway, those were CGs. Okay. All right, music. So we have this song. Max Relax. It's a good name. You know, somebody ought to, if it hasn't been done already, somebody ought to upload the game's OST, honestly. Because I don't think it is on the internet, at least not on YouTube. I think Jonko did. I'll have to look again. Then again, I did not know the names of the songs, so maybe knowing the names of the songs would help me. It's on Zofar's music domain. Alright, well, I know that when I had to help TLC the extras menu stuff, that there was a chessboard. I'm guessing that's not here yet. Not sure if I'd want to play chess right now, though. With my streamer brain, I definitely would. If I can't handle, like, Minesweeper or whatever, I don't think I can handle chess, for sure. It's one of those, my brain forgets the name of them, but they're the things with the wishes on them. That's just music, okay. My brain is like, there's a... Tanzaku. Tanzaku is the name of the wishes. Yeah, it's, okay, yeah. Alright, well, I guess that's about it. Unless they're certainly not going to play episode 2 right now. So, yeah. I guess we'll shut up the game. And, let's go back to here. Alright, well, anyway. I guess that means there won't be an episode 1 stream 2. There'll just be an episode 2 stream whenever. Hopefully not too far in the future. And yeah, check out the patch for... You just got in. How was the game? It was fantastic. I would highly recommend it. So yeah, go to... Go to Haroohie.club. Download it for yourself. Check it out. Absolutely recommend it. And yeah, have a good evening, everyone, and or have a good night for the European people. Yeah, take care.